I think an object speaks to each person differently. What speaks to me might not necessarily speak to other people. I'm more drawn to simple things. As a designer, you have the responsibility to allow an object to speak to many different people with many different opinions, many different sensibilities. I'm Michael Anastassiades. I'm a designer. I'm curious. I've always been curious. I've always observed things. I always ask the question, why is something exists and why is it there? And what is the thinking behind it, or even the person that actually created that object? I've lived in this house for 27 years. I moved here in, I think, early 1998. I wanted to own a place. I wanted to have the freedom to create an environment and have full control of that space. And it was very much a blank canvas for me. The actual footprint of every room was pretty small, so everything had to be tailored for the house. I don't think you could define it in terms of style. It's definitely personal, very much reflects the way that I see things. I live with very, very few things. I don't think I am the typical consumer I even design for. I wouldn't have things unnecessarily. Everything in this house is very carefully chosen, and unless something is perfectly suitable for the space, I prefer to live without it. This painting is by a Palestinian Irish artist called Rosalind Nassashibi. I'm drawn to water. I love swimming. The presence of the sea is very, very important in my life, and that's what kind of the first kind of element that attracted me to that. This is a chair by Bijoy Jain from Studio Mumbai. Bijoy is an architect, and he's a dear friend. For as delicate as this chair is incredibly strong. I mean, it's amazingly light, as you can see here. So this piece is by an artist called Mark Emil Chamovich, and it's a piano stool. Well, it's so far away to anything that I would ever design myself. So this is a piece by Karl Aubock, and I bought this piece after a visit to his workshop and studio in the center of Vienna. This piece is from a series of light fixtures or sculptures that I created, which is called the Fontana Amorosa series. I like the idea of the light being at the bottom of the fixture, that normally it's the opposite. It's a responsibility to live with your own designs. You have to try things out yourself. You can't expect somebody else to go through something without even having a personal experience of your own products. A lot of the objects that you see around you are objects that found a home in my own brand. This is the living room, and this piece here is the birdcage cabinet. It's a piece I designed for an exhibition in 2013 for Sven. The exhibition was called To Be Perfectly Frank. It was an homage to Joseph Frank, the Austrian architect. Well, what I like about it is the fact that it's actually something that gives you that sense of protection, but without having any glass, without actually having a real protection, but it's more like a psychological kind of enclosure of objects. This mirror was designed in 2006, and it was in preparation of an exhibition that I had during London Design Festival. It's a reflective surface that reflects light and space. I always felt that mirrors are as important and speak very much about light as light objects or light sculptures do. This is the floor composition. It's part of the collection of objects that I produce under my own brand. This is the first prototype, like all the pieces that you see here. It's interesting if you see the stool that is here on the right, which is the spot stool that I created for Herman Miller, and this was the first prototype. So this is the tube chandelier. This was the first piece of light design that I designed, and it was a simple exercise of trying to suspend 3 light tubes in the most minimal way. What attracts me to an object, first, it has to be its function. I think the excuse of owning an object starts from functionality. After that, the practicality side of things steps aside completely. I try to relate to that object emotionally. The lingam stones that you see here are they're scattered all over the house, and I think they're very special because I've always been fascinated with the relationship of nature as a designer. So these are totally natural forms that acquire their shape through rolling on river beds, on the riverbed of the Namrata River in India. This is a chair called PK12 by Paul Kjellholm, and is a piece that was in production, I think, when he first sort of designed it. What's fascinating about this chair is obviously this sort of generosity of the seat, and also the shape of it is not round, is not square, it doesn't have these kind of angles, but somehow all these curves communicate with each other. This is an egg bowl, and it was made by this Greek potter called Eleni Vernadakis. I think she's in her 90s at the moment, but she's quite an important creative person that I was lucky to come across in my early teens when we used to visit Athens. And I like that idea that an object has this specific function. That psychological layer that is added enhances that relationship with your object. So the object stops being just an object there to serve you, but it's almost like a companion. So you have to respect its behavior in order to receive what it is that it has to offer you.